Hi, I'm Terry from Jetmac. I'm just going to make a quick video here. I'll try not to laugh because this guy holding the video is pulling a lot of faces out here. Okay, so I'm just going to make a quick video just to explain the different types of pumps that you can get, because on the internet we all get a bit bamboozled about this does this, this is this pressure, this is this brand, etc, etc. So basically there's three main different types of pumps, generally speaking. You have a gearbox reduction pump, which is this one. This is the gearbox here. You have this one here, which the pump is driven by a tooth belt with two pulleys, which basically operates the same way as the gearbox. And this system here, which is a direct drive pump. Now when I say direct drive, it just means that the pump directly slides onto the shaft, so it always works at the same speed as the engine, which is 3400 RPM. Okay, I'm going to try and make you not very bored by this video. I'm going to try and keep it fairly lively, even though I'm pretty boring. So if you look here, because this is a big wheel, it's a 62 tooth pulley, and this is a smaller tooth pulley, you have a reduction. So basically when this shaft here is spinning at about 3400 RPM, this is only doing 1450. Okay, so these pumps are definitely the more industrial, because they only work at half the speed, so they're more fit for a lot of work, and they'll be more suitable for everyday continuous hard work. So let's explain the difference and the advantages between the gearbox system and the belt drive system. So I'll show you what the inside of a gearbox basically is. So this part here is the bit that slides onto the engine like so. And this bit here is the pump, and it sits in like that, and it basically works the same way as the belt drive, but it's just all encased inside an oil bath. Okay, and it's the same it's actually a 2.2 to 1 reduction. Yeah, so the gearbox system is a good system. Everybody on the internet, you'll see, oh, must have a reduction gearbox. Yes, it's very, very important to have a reduction gearbox. Problem is with the reduction gearbox, as you'll see, is that once this is built and fitted, and this key set on the shaft, this key, every time you pull in the trigger on your gun, there's a certain amount of snatch on this key within the shaft. So there's a lot of wear. There's also a lot of heat coming from this shaft passing through the whole pump, and there's also a lot of vibration coming from the engine passing through the shaft through the whole pump. Okay, the problem is 2 or 3 years down the line, if you ever go to take that pump off, the chances are it's probably welded itself onto the shaft with rust and stuff. It'll be impossible to get off. But your biggest problem is if this key, that very rarely ever gets changed, if it wears down, and inside that, what will happen is it'll do a lot of damage to the shaft of the engine, and basically by the time you would be replacing the shaft of an engine, you'd be into the price of a new engine. So the advantages of the belt system is this belt acts as suspension. Every time you pull the trigger in on the lance, this is absorbing all the shock. As well as that, you're not getting any of the shocks or vibrations going to the pump, because it's all being dispersed here at this point, because there's no direct contact metal to metal here. It's just connected with this tooth belt. And also the heat from the shaft is being totally, I think the big word I'd like to use here is dissipated. Don't ask me to spell that. But basically the heat isn't being passed through the pump, so it's a lot less wear and tear. The pumps, I think, is having an easier time. And the worst case scenario that you could ever have with this machine is the replacing of this belt, which you're talking 15-20 quid. Problem is something goes wrong inside here with a bearing or something like that, or vice versa, something goes wrong in the engine, it's going to do a lot of damage. On this system here, if for example the pump was to fail or the pump was to seize, snap, this here, it'll just wrench the life out of this and it'll wreck the shaft, or it'll wreck the whole gearbox. So, in my opinion, the belt drive is the way to go. So I'm going to start the machine up here very quickly, just to let you see it running. Just to let you know, the belt on the finished product isn't going to be exposed like that. There is this belt guard that sits neatly over the whole thing like that, protecting anybody from putting their fingers in or anything. So that's basically just a short video to pretty much show you the new Honda machine, the new belt drive 21 litre Honda. You can have it with a variety of different pumps in each system. We'll do this one with AR and with interpump, and the Gearbox one there, well, the most popular one that everybody uses is the Gearbox interpump. If you want to take a look at our website, www.jetmac.co.uk, you're free to do so, or if you want to talk about anything, give us a call on 077 344 38319. Thank you, thanks for listening, over and out.